Let me tell you about the moment I thought Isekai is dead. I was sitting there, new season, fresh episode. Some random guy gets hit by a truck, wakes up in a fantasy world. He has cheat abilities and harem by episode 2. 80% of the Isekai, by the way. And I felt nothing. Not anger, not joy. Basically, it was nothing. It was like watching someone pour water in the water and calling it cocktail. And that's when it hit me. Isekai is not bad anymore. It's basically dead. It was like watching a civilization getting collapsed in real time. So today we are going to talk about a genre that gave us everything, took it back, and somehow came back. So this is the rise, fall, and rebirth of Isekai. To understand how Isekai died, you have to understand how Isekai born. Because once upon a time, Isekai wasn't a genre. It was a feeling that a life would be an opening scene for something greater. The alarm clocks, awkward interaction, these are just act 1. A setup that somewhere in the different world, it was waiting for you specifically. And then the Sword Art Online came. Now I know that at this point Sword Art Online is basically done to that. But Sword Art Online did something that mattered. It took the fantasy of living into the another world and made it dangerous. People weren't watching a guy leveling up. They watched themselves. Isekai at its peak wasn't escaping from reality. It was escaping with a version of yourself that you liked. Even at that time I got reincarnated as a slime. I said it in a one go. Even they did it. The genre was printing. Every season multiple titles and people were eating. And then everybody got greedy. Now look, I don't want to point fingers to anyone, but I will do, okay? Light novel industry looked at the Isekai success and tried to use it as a business decision. But that decision nuked the Isekai into the ground. And suddenly every season has 17 Isekai. 17. You couldn't throw a truck in any direction and hitting a protagonist and him waking up with a unique skill, something called I can see every character status except my own, which is secretly overpowered. These status literally cry for their help. Like I was reincarnated as a Hotfinger alternative word and I'm way too effective. Okay, now that wasn't a talent, it was terms and condition. Agreement. Now that track stopped being a tragedy and became a community service. Getting Isekai was no longer a life-altering catastrophe. It was a random Tuesday. That cheat abilities. Someone decided that protagonist Chabian will be so bad that he will give him everything. Magic, money, harem, cheat skill. And you know what? What's the most interesting part? It all worked. But here it gets interesting. Because while the genre was busy collapsing under its own weight, something was growing. Now Re:Zero came back with a different approach of killing its protagonist repetitively. After that Frieren, while everyone was writing a story of defeating the Demon King, Frieren decides to tell the story after defeating the Demon King. And what does victory actually cost? Then Mushoku Tensei. Controversy aside, Mushoku Tensei have taken the Isekai on a serious note. It treated the second chance in a life as an actual weight, not as a cheat code. And since these animes are relatively different from other animes, these become one of the most beloved anime of its generation. And that is not a coincidence, that's correction. The genre didn't survive, it evolved. The track stopped being a shortcut and become a question. What would you do in a second life? Not the power or the harem, but what would you do? The best Isekai stop asking what if you were overpowered and start to ask what if you were human. So where does that leave us? The bad ones didn't disappear. The track is still Isekaiing people and the cheat abilities are still distributing like a candy. But something has shifted. The bar got raised. Not by the publishers, but by the audience. That's the thing about a dying genre. It only kills the part that deserves to die and preserve the things that are precious. And what's left and survived is something that actually worth to watch. Isekai never needed to be fixed. It needed to be challenged. But it turns out this genre need to kill itself to revive. Well, that's it for the today's video. If you're still watching, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. But this word like a junk food. You can eat it every day, but it's not good for your health. But this genre has become so safe, so satisfied that everyone using this same format as a template. And because of that, it stopped meaning anything. It wasn't feeling like a isekai anymore. And then the genre did something incredible. It killed itself. The audience started to do something that publishers didn't predict it. People started to skip isekai entirely. Seasonal ranking had them rotting in bottom. Critics was writing essays against them. The isekai had eaten itself inside out. A genre was so obsessed with the power fantasies that it forgot the basics of storytelling. If nothing can hurt the protagonist, it wasn't a story. It basically a highlighted reel. And nobody watching a highlighted reel of someone they don't care.